So let's make.
We want perfect
Oh,
English.
he's keeping the English simple, so that should be easy for me to read.
Right.
In English or Japanese?
English,
Oh.
simple.
Stephen doesn't know Japanese.
Dear Andrew, could you translate this for me and send it to Fukuoka? I know he most likely will not write back, but I also know I owe him a lot for his influence on my life and wish to communicate this appreciation. Perhaps the family would be interested in reading it before you send it on, in Japanese. I'll try to keep the English simple, by the way. Welcome back from Central America. Oh, from CA, Central America, not California. Thanks. Dear Fukuoka, Masanobu. I write to you from the Dominican Republic, from the farm I am
Ted, why
learning
don't
to
you
love
read?
and live from.
Here comes Colby.
As he
here
did when we
comes
visited
Colby.
your farm in February of 1987, my brother Andrew will help translate this message. If you have trouble remembering me, I carried rice from your farm to Yangchao in China, where it caused excitement at the harvest. We visited your farm when only Anita, a Norwegian woman, was staying there. We were three, myself, my wife, and my brother who spoke Japanese. Next paragraph. Kobe, let's go.
Let me tell you about the farm I'm working here in the northeast coast of this island of the Caribbean Sea. We have two major seasons. Winter, which is rainy, not so hot, and summer, which is hot, often dry as well, especially in recent years. We are well into the winter season now, and I'm experimenting with a ground cover of clover, mustard, and vegetables in our orchard area under the orange trees. Much of the farm is hilly and rocky. We keep 3 to 4 milk cows in those pastures with their offspring. At the moment, the income from the milk keeps us in rice and cooking oil. The cows are grass-fed and receive no feed, though they enjoy sour oranges, mangoes, and avocados when they are in season. The pastures were once field crop areas and have fruit trees there. The pastures in all fields are bordered by pinon trees. Gliricidia sepium, which are a blessing on the landscape, providing windbreaks, leaf fall, forage, cooking firewood, and even medicine. This tree also has the remarkable ability to resprout from branches pruned from trees. It is possible to reforest even occupied pastures by pruning sturdy and long branches and planting them there. The cows love the leaves. We also have a milk goat, chickens, guinea fowl, and turkeys, all free-ranging. We need to control their population in order to successfully grow corn or beans, whose flowers they love to eat. When we want eggs, we hunt for them under palm fronds. What is most exciting about the land here is the growing of food crops. Although we are in a beef and dairy region and the neighbors look down upon food crop growing due to the low income customarily earned from such work, due in part to lack of access to markets or transportation. Our surplus food crops are appreciated by neighbors, Haitian laborers, and ourselves. We grow corn, black beans, red beans, pinta beans, lima beans, coyote pigeon peas, cassava, yams, sweet potatoes, bananas, plantains, cocoyams, papaya, okra, sesame, peppers, cilantro, garlic, onions, ginger, and in our winter garden we have planted lettuce, radishes, turnips, cabbage, carrots, beets, snap beans, sweet peas, etc. The many fruit trees round out our diet and provide refreshment during the course of the day's work. We have oranges, tangerines, grapefruits, avocados, limes, sweet limes, sour oranges, mangoes, sour sop, guanaba,
Guanabana.
Mamey, fruit bread, golden apples, coconuts, dried ones help feed chickens.
You're going to have a heck of time translating this.
And,
I know.
and jaguar, cagua.
Hagwas.
Simple English, complicated Spanish.
The land is blessed, and the previous owner planted a wide variety of fruits. I'm trying to become a natural farmer, and the lack of electricity, the reliance on rainwater, the closeness to the soil,
Blue's
insects,
going.
birds, weather, and all help me feel the power and wholeness of nature. Unfortunately, as in most places, people are being lured or breaking away from the humility and contentedness that nature can provide. In a former slave colony, the reality of oppression, violence toward animals and children most noticeably, and self-interest have confused people and disturbed the natural balance. The land is owned from afar for cattle raising. The land is inhabited by people with few resources left to them. What is hopeful is the degree to which such limited resources can sustain a physical robustness of the people, and this is no doubt due to the productive years of the land and the direct contact of the people with a healthful natural surrounding. What is also evident is the degree to which social intercourse provides a means for efficiency, using available resources and sharing it around. This cultural web has many holes, but it is still intact, perhaps of necessity among the poor. Our farm is about 9 acres in size and even includes a wooded coffee grove. Paradoxically, 9 acres is too large for one person to work alone with only hand tools, but it is too small to provide a monetary income to more than one person, unless the pastures were to be expanded. I am determined to keep working the land and seeing just how productive it can become with continued care and attention. Our efforts thus far in restoring worn-out soils and in giving strength to tired soils have been quite dramatic. Where once bananas would not produce, we now have a forest of healthy plantains growing among sweet potatoes and pigeon pea bushes. Manures from local dairy farms have given an initial spark to the land, and continuous spreading of pinon leaves from pruning should provide a continual renewal to the soils. The use of such trees in agriculture may prove here as important as rice straw on your land. I've also been impressed by the effects of not plowing land. The most worn-out soils on this farm were plowed the most in the cultivation of peanuts for cash. Results from a recent plowing on another farmer's land compared to a non-plowed field here have shown a dramatic difference in productivity. Working the soil with only a hand machete to cut weeds seems to be the most aggressive actions the soil can withstand. I hope that with the addition of some kind of ground cover, even this activity can be reduced or eliminated, except when sowing a new crop into the cover. Last March, I began a 2-year plan to restore some fertility to an exhausted field. The soil was powdered and would not hold water in the surface area. We cut down the weeds above the soil surface and then planted the entire field in pigeon pea seeds. This plant is a bushy, leguminous pea producer with a deep tap root. The results 6 months later are dramatic. With only one hand mowing, the field is in deep shade under a grain canopy. The bushes are flowering and promise to provide a considerable and lucrative harvest. The soil beneath the bushes is moist even after 3 days of constant sun, and the leaf fall is heavy. I intend to grow these same bushes for 2 years. They can produce for up to 3 years in rigorous plants. When we cut down the plants after the second harvest, I intend to bury all the woody trunks and stems into shallow ditches around the field. I think the results will surprise people here. I thank you for this idea. We send our warmest regards. Yours in humility, Stephen Bartlett.
Good morning.
Oh, my butt is so...
Sore from the accident?
I don't know, maybe but it's still here.
Yes.
It's alright.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's okay.
You feel it?
You know what I'd like to do?
It's no worse for me.
I'd like to send
Feel
a
here
copy
a lot.
to Wendell Berry
Uh-huh.
with a note from me telling
Yeah, I
him,
was thinking maybe tomorrow we could go make copies
because
of it.
Wendell Berry wrote the foreword to his book.
To Fukuoka's book.
Yeah.
Ah,
One Straw Revolution. Yeah.
One Straw
Yeah.
Revolution?
The little
No,
paperback, Wendell
not
Berry.
the other one?
Really?
I think it's the new one.
No, it's in One Straw
Fukuoka has a new one?
in the paper.
Yeah,
Called natural
Way of
way
farming.
of farming. It's more a
So I
guide.
want to
A
send
guide.
Okay.
Practical.
It's not new though. It's just
Oh,
newer
not-
than.
Yeah.
It's newer
Okay.
than the
After
one
the
straw.
It's a big green one.
Yeah, I didn't
Green
think,
paperback.
envelope.
Yeah, we got one.
maybe it was for the Eastern version of the English version of
Yeah.
One Straw. They were
Could have been.
No,
I
it
have
isn't.
one
I've
straw
read it,
over
yeah.
here.
We have the hardback there, so.
It may not be, yeah.
I
he
think
may-
One straw
in
revolution.
house, no? With his sign. Some book you bought there.
With a preface
Yeah,
by
Fukuoka's-
Wendell
It's in
Berry.
there, too.
It's in the One Straw Revolution?
Yep.
Yes.
Doug was right.
Say,
Once in my life.
Amazing.
1, 2, 3,
Who wants to read
4
it?
page.
4-page, huh?
David, why don't you write
Not,
this?
I'm done my Sunday school reading.
Okay.
You
Hey,
think you're
Joe.
sore,
Morning.
Major?
Morning. Here.
Your
Under your
armpits.
arms.
I don't know.
See, it might be,
Lost
you might be sore because you saw it happening,
She could have really tightened up.
and I think that's why Andrew's sore is tensing up.
I didn't even see that.
Well, my hip was hurting ever since then, yesterday. It's weird.
Yeah,
Why
I
would it-
mentioned your hip.
Hit there. Maybe when
I-
you spun around.
It might not have been
You could
Yeah,
have
it
hit
could have been.
against the,
the brake or something.
The emergency brake is what I was in the
Well,
middle.
you had your seatbelt on.
Or the seatbelt.
It might have been just the seatbelt,
The
yeah.
seatbelt
Just
makes
holding
sense.
you in.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, because sometimes you get real.
You're
bruised
recording,
joints.
you know?
Oh yeah, you can get a bruise like this
Uh-huh.
with the seatbelt.
Huh.
But we didn't hit that way, we hit sideways. You recorded that whole thing, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wonderberry loves Blake.
Yeah.
He quotes Blake here.
Here,
But I don't think
read the quote of Blake. He who binds to himself the joy doth the wicked life destroy, but he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity's sunrise.
You can't
Hmm.
grab it.
It's very Buddhist.
Yeah.
Give it to your mother.
Mother, we do
It's
not.
Fukuoka in is rice field.
Martha, take the book.
You want it? He drinks all the juice.
No.
Nande, good, healthy, great. よくて